This podcast is brought to you by the Podtower, hosted by the Watchtower database. Visit youtube.com/thepodtower for informative, hilarious DC animation-themed podcasts and live streams every week. And check out the Watchtower database for DCAU video essays, timelines, fan theories, and more. And please, enjoy the show.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a really good one on my end.
Was it?
Stellar. We had our first band rehearsal of the season last night for the community orchestra thing I'm in.
Whoa.
And we had way more percussionists than ever. And my sister's new husband, he was behind me on the timpani, and I didn't know there was a timpani part to most of the things we play because like the warm-ups and stuff, because there's never been enough percussionists there. And we played some sort of like tuning note thing, and the director cut us off, and it was just like ringing this beautiful overtone echo of the note. And I thought for like 3 seconds, like, oh my God, like, have we just never been in tune? Like, is that what it's supposed to sound like? And then I realized I'm just 3 feet in front of the timpani, and I was just hearing those resonating behind me. And I was like, God damn it. Like, I was so excited for a second.
He must have been like really well tuned or something. Or like,
yeah.
It's good to hear that he was so well tuned. Because, you know, like the sympathetic resonance things that like strings and skins have sometimes is really special.
I mean, it's one of those things where we just talked later about it and went like, oh, yeah, it's so weird when there's people that know what they're doing there that it makes it sound good. I don't know. It's such a crazy concept.
How many people are in the band?
I don't know the total. All I know is that there are enough to where we have to turn people away. Like, oh, we don't have enough room on the stage where we performed.
Oh my
so
God.
We can't. There's some weird drama, political shit going on with that we're hoping is resolved or whatever. Is it airplane?
That's what it sounded like over here.
Was it in me?
I heard it in the headphones.
Oh, yeah, it's here. It's me. It's an airplane. Anyway,
flying like
this is
directly
episode
over
135. Yeah, the planes are coming to bomb my house. So let's just do a podcast.
Okay.
Episode 135. Here it is.
Whoa!
Hi. Welcome, everybody. Whoa, get the energy. Here it is. Woo, woo.
We're going to speed run this episode so Jamie can get some sleep.
Yeah, that'd be cool. There's a new video out probably when you're listening to this, hopefully. If not, it'll be out like a week from today because we had to wait for the sponsor or something. But it'll be out soon, or it is out. Go watch it, or later. Anyway, this is I'm James from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel where that video might be. I'm here to show my good buddy Brian. That's Brian over there. Give him a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you. If anybody clapped out loud... Thank you.
What? Oh, they didn't. Damn it. I'm here to show him the entire DC animated universe from start to finish for the very first time.
What's that weird
What's that
dance move you're doing?
I don't know.
I can't deny you. I feel so alive.
There it is. For the very first time. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I got you.
In the controversial Airdate order.
I don't remember who it is.
So he may be, I don't either.
One moment, please.
No, we're speedrunning a podcast, Jamie. No more of this 3-hour podcast bullshits.
POD?
POD.
Oh
Christian metal.
It says American Christian Metal Band POD on there.
I know.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, so that he may view the shows when human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1900s. At the time of this recording,
6:26 p.m.
The new Batman Adventures is streaming on Max.
My dog.
And available on DVD
My other dog.
Blu-ray. And if you'd like to follow along, you can head over to bit.ly/watchdcau. Links in the show notes.
What was my other dog?
Bit.ly.
Oh, was it? Because he's in the other room right now. Should I
Oh my God. Get Bit.ly.
Okay, hold on.
I'd like to see him. We're speedrunning this episode. Oh my God, there he is.
Little donut.
In all his Bit.ly nature.
Here he is.
Can you give us a boof?
I can give you chest scratches.
That's a good texture. I can feel it.
You can just hang here. Yeah, he's a lap dog now.
Okay, sick.
Bitly.
Today we're watching the new Batman Adventures episode, Love is a Croc. And your prediction last time with this was Killer Croc falling in love?
Yeah.
I don't know how you possibly guessed that. It was just, you're getting so good at this.
Yeah, I know.
After you watch 134 other episodes of the DCAU.
Get my
he's
hand
licking
clean.
your hand.
Wow.
What a nice little Bitly. What's his actual name?
Kiba?
I know. I just say that every dog that's not Max is going to eventually have the wrong name. Like, we're just like, oh, fuck, what was Rose's name?
Bitly's.
All I know is DVD and Blu-ray.
Bitly's a pretty cute name, though.
It is a good dog name.
Oops, what are you doing? Bitly.
Love is a Croc. First aired Saturday, July 11th, 7/11, 1998 at noon. Wow, that's not a word. At 9:30.
Yeah.
I don't have any sleep in me yet either. 9:30 a.m. on Kids WB. This is just under a month after our last episode, Torch Song.
Okay, wow. A little bit of a break. Speed run.
Air number 13, produced number 9, Between Growing Pains and Torch Song. Writer Steve Gerber, who previously wrote Father's Day and World's Finest Part 2. Director Butch Lukic, who previously directed You Scratch My Back. Music is by Harvey R. Cohen, which this is now the third time that I've said maybe this is the last episode that he composed. Who knows? And animation is by Coco Dong Yang.
Okay.
Buy us a coffee. Head over to the link in the description. Send us a Yoppie beverage. Yoppie beverage and support the show, and we'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode.
Yeah.
Cheers to anybody listening on more than one time speed for that one. We'll also do a push-up for every $1. So send us coffee for our health and your entertainment. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from Hexlex. Woo! Here are Yoppie Bevs on me, as promised in my Mean Seasons email. Thanks as always, Broderick and Jimothy. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Once we just have to do 5 push-ups. That's so nice.
What kind of shout out can we do for Hexlex?
I don't know. I don't know any of Hexlex's hexes.
Hexlex's
evil exes.
If you let's not shout that out. Hex, if you can get us send some message somewhere that James
if you can get
see. Us and let us know if you got some art or some big things coming up or some project you're proud of. Like, let us know
some hexes you would like us to put on other listeners.
Yeah,
perhaps.
give us some hexes and we'll curse whoever. Just let us know, because we would like to show you some appreciation.
Yes. And for now, we could just do 5 push-ups as appreciation.
That sounds
that
good.
You can't see, you have to assume we're doing them, but we've always done them.
Speedrun the push-ups.
Dylan thought we don't, but we do.
Speedrun the push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fuck yeah. Let's go watch Love is a Croc.
Speedrun.
Woo!
Where is Crockle going?
Don't worry. I'll be back for dinner.
No! Baby wanna come! Baby wanna come! Don't go, precious. We could plan our next job. It's gonna be a whole bunch of fun.
That's your territory, doll. I got things to do.
Are you sure about this?
So far, all their robberies have been near water. Baby doll's playing towards her man's strength.
What do you suppose they do on a date?
I don't want to think about it.
Now, normally I don't approve of podcasting, but in this case, I might make an except. Whatever Batgirl said about spanking.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to do here.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just say spanking. I don't know if I approve of that timing.
Take a listen to the synopsis. The shortened summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Make this one the shortened summary, if you could, please. For the speed run.
Speed run! Baby doll is back. She wants to be taken seriously. She's got an adult job. She's trying to behave like an adult.
Big coat.
and not be judged or whatever for her what did she say? Condition, not disability or disorder. That's what it was, disease. And she sees Killer Croc on TV and decides that he's also misunderstood and that they should be a couple. And then she breaks him out of prison-ish and they go on a crime spree. And then Batman stops them. And there's some weird shit that goes on in the middle. And then Batman stops them. I guess he gets splashed with some hot water. And then she says, "Why'd you make me do it?" Essentially. And then credits roll. What? What?
Yeah. And then credits roll what at the end of the episode for this one. Yeah, even I was caught off guard by like, oh, are we fading to like, they always have their little final coda on the end. Yeah. And then it's just and I guess it's over.
So what was the resolution there?
They picked up the pieces off screen later, I guess. I don't know. They stopped the nuclear thing and then...
Good storytelling.
Yeah. After seeing Killer Croc sentenced for his latest crime on TV, this is the official synopsis, Mary Doll, a.k.a. Baby Doll, feels a kindred bond to the criminal and frees him. After the gruesome duo go on a crime spree, Baby Doll learns that Croc is not very trustworthy. Trustworthy is also hyphenated for some reason. Trustworthy.
He's not worthy of trust because he's being infidelitous.
He's going to the live bait is what it said on the building, and then walking out with two hopefully of age women.
All right, so are we gonna? Can we just? I'm so confused.
Okay, tell me what you're confused about.
First off, what the fuck happened to my Killer Croc?
I know. I knew you'd be mad about that one.
Everybody knew.
Yeah, everybody knew. Everyone listening knew. I mean, in a way that I know I would describe, as soon as he came on screen and started talking, because he looks different and he sounds different, and they're both bad or worse than what we heard before or saw before, and you were doing your normal, react to a new design. Clearly Brian doesn't like it. And then you stood up and walked to the door and started leaving the house. And I started laughing loudly on the Zoom call so that hopefully you were saying, I saw the joke come back. But
I thought about just going. Yeah.
Not just skipping a couple minutes. Yeah. You wouldn't have missed a ton. Yeah.
No. The redesign, it's terrible. And so
what a surprise.
Baby Doll's redesign,
it's bad. Yeah.
Baby Doll's redesign, whatever. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, it barely looks different. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some like makeup and like dark lipstick or whatever.
She's got like different in her hair before was like kind of whatever those like curly roll things are.
Yeah.
I don't know, girl hair.
And now she's got tubes. She's got 4 tubes.
She says tubes, yeah. Tubes in her arms, tubes in her legs.
Yeah. But the thing that gets me, and at the very start of the episode, I was like, dude, Baby Doll, like I'm feeling like there's a drunk guy that comes into the hotel she's working at. Oh, you got the spindrift.
I got a spindrift.
Nice. So this drunk guy and his wife who's like trying real hard to hold this dude together, like go into the hotel that Baby Doll's working at behind the desk. And he's just all, drunk and disorderly and is like, oh, hey, used to be somebody. You're a Baby Doll, blah, blah, blah.
I thought that's where he was going to stop with that at first. You used to be somebody, didn't you? Like just a comment in general of like, well, now you work at a hotel. What a fucking idiot or something. And I was like, Jesus. But then I did like his line though of like, maybe I lost my keys when the sidewalk hit me or whatever.
Yeah, came up and hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like until he like started being the worst type of person, I was just like, comic relief drunk guy, whatever. Let's see where this goes. And then he just was saying all the terrible things about people.
Yeah,
you probably know this, but if somebody looks different or they look like they have a condition or an ailment or a disability, maybe don't comment on it. Yeah.
You're supposed
be this
to point
guy
and laugh and say everything that you see that you don't like. That's the law.
Oh, holy shit. Anyway, that guy was just gross. And so she kicks his ass and we're like, yeah, go Baby Doll. Cool.
Yeah,
so
it was
an
a good
episode
first
where I'm on like
minutes. Yeah.
Baby Doll's side. And then she like sees Killer Croc on TV and he's all like, y'all are prejudiced or whatever. And she's like, oh, fuck yeah, I love this guy. And then she goes to visit him in jail, and she's like still being an adult and like throwing him chicken, and suddenly he's very like animalistic, and that's kind of weird. But
he sort of was before, but not in the same way, I guess. Like
yeah,
he's in a fish tank.
He's in a fish tank with no like dry land. Like previously, didn't he spend like all of his time? Yeah. No, there wasn't like a deck for him to sit on. It was just the water and then the bars.
Guess so. I mean, but it's not like he's contained within water. Like he can come up to breathe. Is what I thought you were saying. But
no. Anyway, it's a weird thing. So she's like, okay, I'm an adult now, and I see you, another adult who's being treated differently because of the way you look, and like, I'm totally gonna fix you, which works 100% of the time, ladies.
Yeah. If you see someone that's really bad, you're supposed to point and laugh and say, "You're coming with me, toots." Precious, I think.
Yeah. So she does like a little girl like skit to like make the police van crash that Killer Croc is being transported.
Oh, that's how I completely forgot the scene. You said like she breaks him out ish, and then I just went, how did she do that? Because like my brain jumped from the scene of her throwing him chicken to them like on a crime spree or whatever, and I forgot at all how she. But no, it
was pretty throwaway.
There was like officers with plungers that electrified their faces or whatever,
which is an interesting move. Yeah,
it was a good little animation.
From that moment that she like busts him out of the back of the police van, she drops her like, oh God, people like don't treat me like an adult. I'm an adult.
Yeah,
like, this is ridiculous. She drops that and instantly is like, oh, Oogie Boogie, I'm a kid. Woo. I want to play with Quacky. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what? Like, I mean, don't allow me to kink shame you, dear listener. But like, I know like people got
if you see someone with a weird kink, you're supposed to point and laugh at them.
People got like diaper fetishes, man, and people I think have the whole like baby talk thing, whatever. Like, but you know what? Like when she was being like a badass adult in the hotel, I was like, fuck yeah baby doll. And then she goes to this like, she just wants to be the most childish child.
Yeah. Well, at the start when it starts off black and white and you're like, whoa, it's in black and white. And then immediately like, oh wait, no, this is a TV show. And then it was Baby Doll. And I was worried. I knew you would hate Croc, but I was worried that because you didn't like the Baby Doll episode before, like as much as most people do. And I thought like, shit, he's gonna see they ruined his Croc and then Baby Doll's back. He's like, this is all automatically just gonna be really bad. You didn't have like a visceral like, God damn it, it's Baby Doll, and especially because they spend the next several minutes being like, you're supposed to like her and or like, you know, sympathize with her and whatever. And then, you made a comment when they're on the casino boat, I think, of just like, oh, we're just doing baby stuff now. We're not, you know, pushing past that or whatever. Like, why did she want to be seen as an adult before? And the only thing I could think is just like, now that she's found this like kindred spirit or whatever, or at least what she thinks is one in like person that society points and laughs at, but they are not, they shouldn't be or whatever. But he doesn't feel that way, and I guess that's kind of part of the like toxicity of it all, or whatever. Is they're both really shitty, and they're both,
but it's also
seeing it the wrong way.
Kind of like, like pedophilic at a certain point because she never drops that act. So he's like, "Hey, honey, I'm home," and a like 3-year-old looking lady who talks like a baby, like, jumps on his face and is like kissing him and stuff.
Yeah, they're the only ones in the room. Like, she doesn't have to do that shit. But she does anyway.
And like, I realized that like, okay, she's an adult. She just looks like a child. Please, nobody take that out of context.
Well, please. This was in the. We just listened to this in the car, Jessica and I, because we're just so far behind with her. The Baby Doll episode. Someone had written in about Baby Doll being a lolly, like a anime trope of like a character that's like 1,000-year-old witch or something, but she's in the body of a 12-year-old or something like that. So like you can and can't fetishize this character or whatever, or like sexualize the character.
What?
But they were like complaining about that with the Baby Doll episode, and we were like, didn't really get any vibes of that. Like, she wasn't being sexualized. She wasn't being like, weird and lovey and stuff. But then in this one, she definitely is especially, and I had made a comment in that episode also about how it was weird that you could see her underwear and stuff. And that we were like, oh yeah, it's like the old timey baby diaper frilly edges kind of thing.
Bloomers.
It's not really. Yeah, exactly. But now it's stripped down, stylized. It's just underpants. It's just a 10-year-old's underpants that I'm looking at, and it was weird.
Yeah,
I didn't like it very much.
It
at
is,
all, you might say. To clarify,
I'm so. This is This is the perfect counterpart to
Torch Song.
Insert episode here. No, what was the one we watched with John?
Oh, Over the Edge.
Over the Edge. Over the Edge with a great episode and a bad ending. This was a great start and a terrible the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
The action was okay, I guess.
There were moments I thought were okay. I had a thought when they're in the bat boat and Batgirl says what do you think they do on a date? And Batman goes I don't want to know.
He has a significant pause and looks at her are you fucking serious? Which I approve of. I like that.
What do you think their favorite positions are? And Batman goes,
God,
I have 3 ideas, but I'm not going to say it. No, but when they had that little banter there, I thought immediately, whoever wrote that conversation also wrote the episode. You're bringing this into being, so you can't you can't also be wow, what a disgusting and weird pairing that I did, that I made. The
thing for me is it didn't have to be 6% as sexualized as it was, because it could have just been when she comes to the prison and she's a fucking adult. And is here, sympathy to the devil, you know
she could
what?
Be putting that on the crime wave shit, but then when they're alone, she's just talking normally or whatever. Or
use your childlike appearance to your advantage for your robberies or whatever. Cool, whatever, bad guy, I get it. But again, why did they have to make this a romantic partnership?
Well, the episode's called Love is a Croc, so they had to do love in there. They write the titles first, and they predict them, and then they write them. Yeah. Well, that reminds me, though, when they're on the casino boat, and this is after they've supposedly been on such a huge crime spree that even Metropolis is aware of it and writing about it in their newspaper.
Superman can't even keep up.
Oh man, I'm just so fast I can't catch a baby and a crocodile. And but the casino security lady, some version. Oh my god, I have so many from last time. I can't wait to read them to you. But the security lady at the casino boat is hey, little girl, who are you? Come over. You can't be on the casino. And I just thought, how do you not know this is Baby Doll at this point? Are you not paying attention to the
large
news at all?
Green guy in a trench coat that has his chest completely exposed.
Yeah, you walk through and you're that's just a human being. But you, a baby, you can't be on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you also made a weird face when Killer Croc first walked into their sewer home wearing a hat and coat.
Oh, it was just the very 50s, honey, I'm home. Hangs hat up on coat rack kind of thing.
I mean, I think you created a new forehead wrinkle with how stuck your eyebrow was up the entire episode, where you were just you had a perma eyebrow raise throughout.
I actually kind of feel I had a little bit of a scowl thing going on. There was just a lot to be very put off by. And I'm trying to be more gracious. It might not seem that way, but I'm trying
After Firefly, I'm just it can't be that bad, right?
Well, I mean, again, it's just this could have been a lot more of an engaging story if you weren't trying to hammer home the idea that...
Spank.
Yes, fucking hell. This dude, we need to... Who wrote this?
Steve Gerber. Father's Day and World's Finest Part 2. Did either of those have some weird...
We need to have a conversation about the things that you have going on in your brain.
Is he alive?
One moment, please.
Hang on. Sometimes they're not alive. Steve Gerber comic book writer. He died in 2008. So sorry.
Steve, if you're up there or down there.
What are you doing?
What the fuck, man?
Well, okay. So other than like the obvious weird things, there were times when I thought like, okay, regardless of these being like comic book characters, there were many moments of like, oh, we know couples like this that are really like not good for each other, but they're so blinded by whatever decision they made years ago to that, oh, we belong together, so I have to keep doing this or whatever. And there was a lot of that uncomfortable.
Do you need to have a conversation? Should I text your wife?
Oh, so Jessica's listening to this in the car. Oh, I'll edit this part out. But just like it seemed like a
understandable. Like, yeah, we have. I think it's a pretty common thing to see your friends or whoever, family, in relationships that are like rather toxic. The thing, and again, like that's a fine thing to play up. The thing for me was her acting like a baby the whole time.
It just goes. It kind of reverses whatever.
Yeah, like have the adult relationship. Have them having tough conversations about being outcasts. Like, don't like put this like show this girl's like panties like and jumping all over this guy, and then having him be like a womanizer at a bait shop, and there's probably only one kind of bait coming out of there. A wink.
That's I said this already.
Did you?
Yes. I was trying to remember what the one next to it was called because it also had like a fishy name to it. That I was like, is this the dock where all the strip clubs and whatever are named after?
This one's just called Low Tide.
What a strange thing to call that place.
Fisherman's
Killer Croc
Friend
would be attracted to these places, I suppose. Yeah.
Which, like, again, is fine. Like, oh god, I don't want to hate this, but like, make it be that like she's smarter than him. You're kind of playing that anyway. Don't make it a sexualized thing and have him being the idiot that goes to the like whatever strip club or whatever for his jollies, and like have her like be the like jilted lover or something like that. Whatever. I get that, but why do they have to?
I mean, I feel like it might have been like we have to balance out this episode with like, Baby Doll is like a villain, but Killer Croc, other than escaping prison, like isn't doing anything to make you hate him. So we got to show that he's like cheating on her and stuff or something.
But like she was on work release or whatever. Like she had a job in an apartment with a bunch of big stuffed animal.
I mean, maybe you're just supposed to feel even worse and worse for Baby Doll the whole time. Like, because she's, other than like switching back into her bad guy persona, she's like kind of the more sympathetic of the two the whole time, because Killer Croc is just doing nothing but like taking advantage of her, sleeping with other women, blah blah blah, and then at the end just tries to murder her. So I don't know.
He tries to murder her. She was trying to murder him with the nuclear explosion.
Well, okay, you're right. I completely forgot about this subplot at all. That she like decides, I'm gonna murder us both if you can't have me or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. This was an interesting one.
Speed run. Let's go to the mail.
Yeah. Let's do cast. There's Kevin Conroy as Batman Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm. There's Chera Terendorf as Batgirl Barbara Gordon. We have Lorraine Newman as Baby Doll / Mary Louise Doll. I don't know why her full name got into the credits. I don't remember.
One moment, please.
What
is that? Is she a new Baby Doll?
Yeah, it's a different voice actress. Before it was Alison LaPlaca.
Okay.
But Lorraine Newman was previously Toby Raines in Apocalypse Now. That was oh my fucking god, the girlfriend of Kimmy's sister.
The girlfriend of Kimmy's sister?
Yeah, police Kimmy's sister.
I mean,
Maggie Sawyer.
Oh.
I could not think of her name for some reason. Yeah, Maggie Sawyer's girlfriend at the hospital. We have Brooks Gardner as Killer Croc, replacing Aaron Kincaid. Brooks Gardner has only ever acted in 28 other things, including additional voices on The Garfield Show, 2008, bit parts in Days of Our Lives, MacGyver, TJ Hooker, and Walker, Texas Ranger. And then I only wrote this down for an obvious reason. He played a character named Rufus in Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead. That's the Batman movie we haven't gotten to yet.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Everyone laughed. Yeah, he fucking... We've liked the Killer Croc episodes more than I expected us to, like, over time. But it made me think of how... Because I was about to say that Killer Croc felt really out of character in this episode because he was, like... just kind of like a goofy dumbass. Like he didn't know what to do. And he was just like roaring all the time and doing all this weird stuff.
Yeah.
But then I've thought like, I feel like every Killer Croc episode of BTAS was like a different character also, because the first Killer Croc episode was Vendetta, where he's like a scary motherfucker that lives underground in a cave under the water. And he's like hunting down Harvey Bullock, and he's doing all these like very twisted, like, dressing up as Harvey Bullock to steal files from the police and all this kind of stuff. And like, It's a creepy episode, and Batman finds a tiny glove. And then in like Almost Got Him, where he's, I threw a rock at him. I'm just
like pretty
goofy
stupid
guy.
Again.
Yeah, I'm a stupid idiot.
And then
in Sideshow, he's kind of in
he's
the
more
middle,
adept.
I guess.
Yeah.
He's slipping on rocks and waterfalls and stuff.
That was great. That was a great moment. Yeah, this one, I don't know. He's just like, the thing that gets me is he's like fearsome. He like breaks out of his chains in the courthouse. He's like fighting people. They're shooting at him. He's like just kicking ass. And then he sees Batman. He's like, oh no, I gotta run. And suddenly he's like no longer capable. And it just really
and
like
Batman was kicking his ass in the power plant. Like he punched him like 3 times in a row, and the third one like sent him flying like 50 feet. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I feel like he was a lot stronger and a lot more like intimidating before. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's the opposite of Bane.
Yeah.
But, yeah. You made a comment about his now lack of like cheek gaps.
Yeah.
He had big face holes before.
Now he looks like
just big scary monster teeth.
Who's that character I'm thinking of? I can't remember if it's like
Killer Croc.
Yeah. No, some like, oh my God, I think it's from, actually, I don't know. Some space dude, I think in Marvel, or maybe it was a character I picked up from your videos in the past, but somebody, he just has that kind of like tubish kind of shaped head, and he's got no like detail to speak of, and it's just like weird, just a weird,
what happened to him?
Weird look. Like Killer Croc, at least like the gray one that I have up on the shelf over yonder.
He's holding Batman. It's Batman actually. He's holding his own head.
Yeah, it is. But like that's a little
you
more.
need to put a little lamp up there swinging constantly just to reveal Batman's head. Yeah,
maybe not. Was I too harsh on that one?
I don't know. You're coming around on stuff, but then you just keep getting introduced to new stuff like green stupid Killer Croc.
Yeah. Anyway,
halfway through the cast, here we go.
Okay,
Lori Johnson as Mom. She was, I think that was, I don't know, the woman in the hotel?
Probably.
Previously,
or the mom on TV.
Oh, I guess so. She was previously Nurse in The Terrible Trio and additional voices in Fear of Victory. Jeff Glenn Bennett as Dad. Jeff is spelled with 3 F's in the credits, so that was cool. Jeff.
Oh.
He was previously primarily Hardak and Jack Ryder is who he's been.
Jack Ryder.
Jack Ryder. I hardly know her. Richard Doyle as Harry. Who the fuck is Harry?
The drunk dad, I think. Or the drunk dude.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He was previously Ernie in The Lion and the Unicorn, one of Red Claw's 101 Dalmatians looking motherfuckers that were like, "Oi, Alfred on the street corner, let me whip your giblies," or whatever he says.
How do you remember this shit, man?
I don't know. He doesn't say that at all. And then we have Buster Jones. I hardly know her as Judge. He was previously Night Manager in Night of the Ninja. Ninja came and stole some shit from a Big Lips place, and he was there.
Great.
Trivs. The newspapers within this episode, I got small trivs, have 2 articles referencing Bruce Timm and Superman. You didn't mention anything about the Bruce Timm one, so I think you might not have seen it. I don't know. It had a picture, like a caricature of Bruce Timm's face, and it said, BT quotes, DVD, the next 8-track. So he's on board slapping Joe over the Blu-ray thing, I think. And then, Daily Planet, Superman's hands are full, except Superman's is without an apostrophe. So multiple Supermans, I guess. And another headline just says, when will it end, without a question mark. So we don't know what that one's about. Most of these trims are about errors in the episode. A poster of Killer Croc in the sewer hideout has Killer Croc with a K. I'm sure you noticed that standing behind him. It's Killer Croc.
I saw the poster, but I guess I didn't really clock it as being out of place. Maybe it was just a Killer Croc pot, and we couldn't see the pot that underneath. Makes sense. Yeah, it was in really small font.
On the poster, there is a drawing, a painting, whatever, of Killer Croc standing there menacingly, and he just, it's like you see a close-up of it behind him some other point where it's just drawn so horribly, like it looks like a child's crayon drawing or something, and it reminded me of it reminded me of the Powerpuff Girls movie in the early 2000s. Had this like contest where you could send in a drawing of the Powerpuff Girls and it would be featured in as a witness sketch in the movie. And I drew one and entered it, and I did not win, but that's okay. I'm not bitter about it at all 20 years later. But it reminded me of that. Like, did they have some contest for draw Killer Croc for this poster? Because it just looks awful. And I'm sorry to whoever painted that background, but it looked really bad.
I mean, I wonder if it was supposed to be like Baby Doll doing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That might be on purpose. I hope it's on purpose. When Croc is leaving the bar with those ladies who are hopefully 18 or older, a poster behind him says Josie and has a picture of a cat.
Yep, I saw that. Pussycats. I meant to say something, but I didn't want to talk over it.
Oh, thank you. Good.
Yeah.
One of the stuffed animals on Mary Louise Doll's couch resembles Yogi Bear. I was looking for it. I did not see it. I don't know if you saw that at all.
I mean, there was a bear.
Why are you looking? What's you looking at your thumb?
I think
on your thumb.
I think I have a metal splinter in my thumb, and I think I have to cut it out.
You cut your thumb off?
Yeah, why not?
I'll just get rid of the problem. Last I've got, when Baby Doll's bouncing ball explodes for one frame, there's a flash of light that's reused footage from the gas canisters that Superman ignites in the STAS episode Way of All Flesh. Likewise, when the bomb in Baby Doll's lair blows up, the ensuing explosion is reused footage from My Girl when Mr. Elon blows a vat of hot lead off its support. And right after that, there's another explosion that is reused footage from the scene in World's Finest Part 3 in which 2 Wayne Lex T7 droids blow up after Batman electrocutes them.
Holy shit.
Yes.
While we're talking about explosions, can we talk about
Keen effects?
Sure. Is it casino sign? Some sign at the beginning falls down, and it's like a neon sign or whatever, and it explodes like it's full of fucking propane.
Yeah, it like lands on some of the slot machines or something, and then it just, I said, what are those made of? And you're like, they're filled with propane? What's going on? Yeah, I think that was one of those explosions that I just mentioned, yeah.
Okay.
Other Keen effects, I don't know, there wasn't really much going on effect-wise in this.
The animation of the shadow of Batman and Batgirl walking through the sewer, their shadows kind of like follow this like
the curvature
slant and curve of cool. It's a couple of angles, and the shadows follow that, and I'm like, that's actually pretty cool.
Keen.
My bad.
There was something that I couldn't tell if it was a purposeful effect or just a result of like dirty paper. But there was when the H2O reserves are going up and down, you keep seeing a close-up of this like green light that's like indicating whether something is overheating or something like that, whatever nuclear thing. And the like bulb or whatever in it had a cool texture, Keen texture on it whenever it was lighting up.
Yeah, that was cool.
I couldn't tell if that was Keen. I couldn't tell. Keen's going to be so mad at us for infringing on his copyright.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was like an intentional thing or if it was just we painted this on construction paper that we dropped in the dirt and whatever, just go with it. Maybe that was the purposeful effect.
Ooh.
I also liked the shot when the sewer place explodes and Batman and Batgirl are underwater, and there's kind of a like warpy underwater effect thing on them. It was just a neat shot to begin with.
It was keen even.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's it though for the keen effects. There wasn't a lot of over the top stuff. There was just cartoon for the most part.
Yep.
No CGI. Batman's usefulness. Which one am I gonna play? Hit this one.
Batman's usefulness. How useful is he?
I mostly like that one because it just like switches keys like 3 times, so that's pretty cool. I mean, Keen, sorry. I was thinking about this during the episode. I couldn't decide how I felt about Batman's usefulness because they went on like a several week long crime spree and he never caught them or did anything during that time.
Nor did Superman.
No, but then at the end, well, I couldn't tell if that was meant to be that they went to Metropolis and did shit, or if Metropolis was just reporting on it because of how big it was. But either way, it's like Batman, neither of those instances decided like, I should do something about this. He's like, oh, it beats waiting around in the cave for the next time they're going to do something. And it was like, they've been doing stuff for a while and you haven't done shit. So I don't know what you're expecting.
Also, like at the beginning when Killer Croc like breaks out of the courthouse, Batman is immediately there.
Yeah.
Immediately.
He must have been watching it on TV also, like down
from
the street.
outside the courthouse.
In the Batmobile, yeah.
And I don't know.
Why were they even televising that?
I don't know.
So that Baby Doll could see it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like it's a plot device.
Oh, where's the button? Plot device. Speed run. Yeah, so I'll give him like 3. 3
solid
entire chickens in Killer Croc's mouth out of 10.
I'm gonna go a little bit higher because he was just so fucking brutal when it came to fighting.
Punches, yeah,
but then he didn't do anything when he wasn't doing anything, and then he just had a couple of moments of doing stuff.
He didn't do anything when he wasn't.
So I'm gonna
doing
give him
anything.
3.6 for syringes full of Gatorade. Out of 10.
Yeah, just neon green. When that guy, I also meant to mention this, when that guy picked that up, I don't know what that guy was, a doctor guard man,
someone who yells when he's trying to do a sneak attack.
Yeah.
He saw you coming, dude, or heard you coming.
I think you were there for this when we were filming the first green screen shoot for Vi-Reality. And we were just filming all the like background battle moments for Nick's characters. Yeah. And we were making that joke of like, oh yeah, guys are always just going like, yeah, right before they stab you so you can move out of the way, like in movies. You should shout something when you come up on the robot with the sword. And he just goes, Dick! And rams the sword down. And he got him. It always works. You got to shout Dick. The syringe guy was like, he did that thing where you check that it's not clogged or whatever by like pressing out, like check that there's not air in the tip or whatever. Yeah. But then when he does that, then he moves his thumb back out and scoops some air in, and I'm like, dude, come on.
This is how you kill someone.
I know this is probably just like a cost cutting, like just reverse the animation or something like that, but it was just like, no, that was the point, I think.
That's the thing. It just wasn't subtle enough.
Yeah. Where is Clayface? Dying in the tank of water that Killer Croc. He's not really a good candidate in this one.
Shit.
I don't want to put him in any situation that would kill him, so I can't put him in the water. I can't put him in the hideout. I can't put him on the boat.
Oh my God. He was the chicks at the bait shop.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna comment about this years from now, but I, out of like forgetfulness, that I feel like I won't remember then. But the like character models of those 2 girls that he walks out with are like recurring background extras in Justice League that usually the Flash is hitting on. And I thought like, so they're sex workers, I guess, and they're with Killer Croc. Neat. What a cool thing. Flash, I gotta warn the Flash that he might want to check himself in. And I push this now.
Books or hip hop?
God, I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're just gonna. Can we just forfeit it? Do we have to?
Have we?
I think we have a couple times. I don't know. I'll say books. It doesn't feel like books. I think it'll be hip hop. Changed my mind.
90s, like bad hip hop. Yeah.
Okay. Now, this episode did not like offend us in the bottom 10 kind of way, I don't think.
It was
we're
close.
definitely not putting on the top 10, but
no.
It did come close a couple times, especially speaking of cum, when Baby Doll is like yelling after Killer Croc as he's storming out. And she says like, baby want to go, but it sounded like cum the first time.
It really did, to the
like,
point
no,
where
no.
you said that, and I was just like, but that's what she said, right? It sounded like she said, baby want to come, baby want to go.
Oh no! I think it was go both times.
Was
but
it
I thought it was going to be come both times, and that she meant it obviously as like coming with him. But there's no way to get out of this. But
quick, talk about Batgirl being a fan of spanking, or not being a fan of spanking, but making an exception.
Yeah,
I don't like spanking, but for her,
yeah. ...
But
yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think we put it on any of the stuff.
No.
It's mail time. When you know it, this is speed run. We do the mail.
Speedrun.
Where the fuck is a button?
That yacht. That one small extra yacht. Put it over.
We drop
What we drop?
our weekly yacht.
Oh yeah, those.
Into the comment box. There sure was a lot.
Now Jamie's screaming.
Too bad we're all.
At least I am.
Just Dylan Pollock.
Hey, everybody. What?
I'm not letting you forget
Oh, what?
the thing you told me not to let you forget.
That's what you were pointing at your head for.
Speed
Yes, you did it. You didn't let me forget. Let me say
I'm
the
the
spiel
man.
first. If you want to reach out to us like the fire hand at the end of World's Finest Part 3, you can send a punctuated email or a 60-second voice message to batwagonpod@gmail.com or leave a comment on today's episode on the Podtower YouTube channel, but please don't spoil anything past this episode for Brian. Now, you will note that I said a punctuated email. And that's what I want to talk to y'all about today, the lovely listener, Dylan Pollux. The emails are getting way too long. I don't know how to nicerly say this. We purposely say punctuated email because there was a while there where they were getting too long. I was having to skip around and like figure out what to not say and all this stuff. And I'm having to just edit out a lot of stuff. And it would be lovely, listener, if when you write in, you keep it to like a solid little one paragraph, like just a little like I got a like few sentences to say. The end. Brian, say this nicer than me. What do you say?
While we do appreciate the mail, and we do,
Yes.
and we like having
It's
a
one
community.
of the best parts.
Yeah, we like having a community here, like building a community that I can't, be a part of. It's weird, but we like
You just
it.
have to hear about it.
The reality is that people have a lot of things to say, and we definitely encourage you to take them to the comment section.
There's a lot of comments on the video version of this that I don't read at all because they're just like full on conversations between people that is cool to see.
Yeah. Like do that. Like, I mean, I don't want to tell anybody that they shouldn't be saying things. They shouldn't be sharing these ideas. But yeah, the reality is that we're having like hour-long plus
Mail segments.
and we
Yeah.
gotta bring those down a little bit again. So like, we encourage you to get creative and post about it in the comments on the YouTube and like find the community and be like, we're talking about this episode here. This is what I have to say. Like, please share your thoughts. But we do both apologize that we're going to have to start culling a little bit more
Accent stuff more than usual. You were saying it well to me in a text message when we were discussing this of just like, we want people to write in. We want people to feel like they're part of the conversation, and you are part of the conversation because when we feature the mail, it's a good old time. But we also owe the listener that doesn't write into mail like an entertaining and fluid show. And if there is too much mail, it just kind of gets dragged on a little bit. Anyway, it's the mail. Whoopity flu. Yeah, keep writing in. We love we read, or at least I read all of it that comes in. But
I don't read any of it, but I want to.
Yeah, this is from Dylan Pollock. Love is a croc. It's timey-wimey. We talk about another Widow Baby Doll episode.
God.
It's time for the thoughts of the week from Dylan Pollock on Love is a Croc, or more meh redesigns. Baby Doll is entitled to mess the dude up at the beginning who grabbed her first for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like if I saw James on the street and I was like, I do the Watchtower database guy.
You used to be something.
Why is Killer Croc sentencing on television?
Yeah.
That's not a thing. And then I realized it's not even a sentencing. It's a hearing for competency. How often do they televise those? And why'd they change his voice? This guy didn't throw a rock at anybody. Why'd they change voice actors, James? You know?
No.
I also don't like that she's infantilizing herself and romantic. It feels weird, and she turns into Gollum and she's calling him precious.
Thank you, Dylan.
This is kind of a repeat ending of the first Baby Doll episode, but much worse and not good. It's time for the question of the week. James' favorite part.
Yeah.
This is a bad follow-up. What's your least favorite sequel that you hoped would be great? Is it Alien 3, Anchorman 2, Prometheus? Every Alien sequel that's not Aliens, basically.
What
of all time are
jumping
coming
off
up.
the fact that we talked about Alien Romulus while we were playing the other night, but
you guys were playing
yeah, no, you have to say it the other way. Firstly, I thought about this as it was happening, but then the episode caught me off guard by ending so quickly. I forgot the thought completely. But that final shot of Batman standing next to Baby Doll as she's crying, as the camera like pulls away. That's exactly how Baby Doll is. But it's way worse this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there was a sequel that I was like, damn, I hope this is really good, and then was disappointed. But there have definitely been plenty that I had no expectations of at all that then wound up being bad. So
I got this.
Yeah.
Anything after the original Crow movie.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I remember being like, Crow 2, City of Angels, this is going to be great. And I just watched the whole thing remote, like mildly slack-jawed.
That's where you got your first forehead wrinkle from the eyebrow raise. Widow Baby Boy. You mentioned Anchorman too in that. I think just for the sake of speed and whatever, I'll go with that one because Joe and I saw that in theaters and did a little movie review for it and stuff. And it was just like 16 movies in one. Like they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do for the Anchorman sequel. So they just did everything that they could ever think of. Yeah. And it wasn't terrible. Like it was still pretty funny, I guess. But I was just, there were times where I was like, oh, it's the same joke, remember? But it's in this one now and stuff like that. So yeah. That was definitely disappointing. This is from Hexlex. What do you know? Thanks for the push-ups. More like this episode is a croc. I'd forgotten how much of a roller coaster ride TNBA episodes were to go from Growing Pains and Over the Edge to Torch Song in this one. I'm not sure.
Kind of just like btas, honestly.
Yeah. Don't worry, Brian. At some point it stops being bad. Just kidding. I'm not sure if there was some sort of quota for certain villains where they had this. That's mean of me to say. It does. For certain villains where they had to appear twice. But this is one where the second appearance of Baby Doll really brought the character down as a whole, in my opinion. Her reappearance here feels like it totally undermines the ending of the first episode, and your sympathy for her in the first scene evaporates pretty quickly once she starts getting clingy and does the excessive baby talking. Killer Croc is an objectively terrible person, but whenever he sighs after she talks, I was just like, I feel you, man. Also, gotta love she fell for the most generic, I'm just different speech from Croc, even though the judge was like, that's cool, but you still committed first-degree murder not 10 seconds later. Anyway, thanks always for your time and content, Yoppie dudes. I appreciate you. Hex, we appreciate you.
Aww. We appreciate the heck out of you. Don't forget to send us something to plug for you.
Yes, the I'm just different line. I doubt that this was the actual intention, but there's a trailer for the new Captain America movie, and it has Harrison Ford playing a character that's previously played by, God damn it, another actor that's dead now. I can't remember his name. I feel bad. But in the trailer, Captain America walks up to Harrison Ford and says like, oh, I'm still getting used to the new look. And then they talk about how, oh yeah, I had to shave my mustache, blah, blah, blah. But it's like a sly nod that you're a new actor now or whatever. And like there was a moment when Killer Croc's like, oh, everyone just fucking hates me because I'm different. And I was like, is that supposed to be like, haha, look, I'm completely different now, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And then he looks at the camera. Right? Oh, no, this is being televised.
Wink.
For some reason. Yeah. This is from the Cheek Legacy, Yopton's log 86.5.
Yopton's log, number 86.5. I've finished reading the episode guide, and I took my drink every time they said the thing, and yar fiddle-dee-dee, yar bat-feet.
Bat-feet, thank you. I was like, where is this going for a minute?
Nice.
Love is a Croc, or the end of a year-long feud, from Eric LeBeau. If this voice message doesn't solve any of Brian problems with Croc in this episode, nothing will.
Croc, what happened to you? You're acting so different. Acting big schemes, getting escorts. It's like you're a whole different person. You're not even talking about... Oh, wow, that massive boulder just crushed him to death. Wait, it couldn't be...
I threw a rock at him!
Croc, it's you! The real you? What happened?
It was a big rock.
You were kidnapped by Intergang who made a failed clone of you in their attempt to take over the crime ring in Gotham?
Wrong!
And the reason you can only speak so briefly is because you got hit that hard in the head by Bane? But why have you been after me for so long?
Wrong!
Because I created the Balderarchy theme and you want to be the baddest bald of all? Listen, to me, you're the worst at being a villain. So, in a way, you actually are the baddest bald of all. Hey, let's put the past behind us and start fresh.
Wrong!
Come on, let's get something to eat. My treat. I know life can be rough, but in your case, you just gotta keep calm and rock on.
Mask of the Phantasm credits music really put it over the edge for me. Over the edge.
Holy shit.
I love how he talks like Lassie.
I didn't...
Rock. Oh, he's stuck in the well.
I didn't know what to expect at the beginning, and then it really ramped up for me by the end.
That's good, yeah. LexCorp cares. Hello, Yoppie Associates. Just sending some LexCorp info since journalism is dead. Sent from a super cool LexCorp device that's outlawed in the EU. Europe? What's the EU, Brian?
Yeah, Europe.
Okay. But still super legal
the
in the
European
good old
Union.
USA, baby.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Hey, James Buchanan, great to see you. It's been a really eventful day over here at LexCorp. Not that anyone would ever fucking know about that. I sent 2 missiles to opposite sides of the country. Hackensack, New Jersey was almost a crater. Superman had to rewind fucking time to stop us. And so when I opened up today's edition of the Daily Planet looking for an all-star news team to report on this event, top, maybe left side corner of the page, Superman's hands full with just a fucking headshot of the guy. Doesn't even mention LexCorp. Why would you? You know what gets the headline? You know what's the top story? You know what's the hard-hitting news that the people of the world really need to know? Is that a crocodile man from Gotham is having sex with a baby! Which is weird, which is upsetting. I'm not happy that the crocodile man is fucking the baby. I'm glad someone's reporting on it, but I don't really think that that's maybe the pertinent thing that fucking happened yesterday when the laws of time were rewritten. Oh my god, I can't handle this Gotham supremacy. I'm gonna go scream into a pillow for 45 minutes. A thing I do every day now.
LexCorp really having a tough time.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. I like how we start off being like, hey, if you could like keep the mail like less, that'd be great.
I know, and then we get bangers like this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they knew. Dylan Sargent. Kyle.
Kyle,
I don't know why I made this email. I just Kyle. Anyways, I'm most excited to hear Brother Broderick's thoughts on the next show. Not much longer. Keep being Yoppie. Thanks, Dylan. Had some Kyles in there. That's good. It's always good. If everyone can include at least 2 Kyles in there from now on.
So good. Keep your emails a little bit more brief, but also add some Kyles.
Add some Kyles. I mean, you have to go like, you have to do the Sub-Zero Bane word search where you remove Mr. Freeze and put Bane, but you just remove every noun and put Kyle. That makes sense. The unknown says, work it, James.
Welcome back, Yappers. Catwoman. No. I would say good guess, but it honestly just wasn't. No cape, lady, and no hat. I guess it could line up, but doesn't that just seem a little easy? And as if this place the character is being held as abandoned, I'll say the goal of the place was to be abandoned. Now, if that was successful, well... And technically, no, it's not a theme park, but there certainly was a theme to it, and some merriment could have happened there. I've given you everything you need for the location. Work your DCAU magic, James, or what was collecting all the DCAU-themed mac and cheese boxes even for. Till next time, Yappers.
It's the Joker Casino, right?
The Joker Nasile?
The Joker Casino, where the Joker Nasile was. Because it was made for merriment, but then none was had because they got it shut down. That's the first place that came to mind anyway.
Okay.
I don't know. We get to each ask a new question.
Okay.
It's not Catwoman, but they don't have a hat or a cape. They're a lady.
Did we guess Poison Ivy already?
We didn't guess Poison Ivy. But you would think it'd be someone that we would want to not be captured. I don't know. Poison Ivy in the Joker place.
Is it a
Joker Nasile?
Is it God, those were the good old days.
Or the candlestick.
Is it a trick question? And like say like Barbara Gordon, because like while Batgirl has a cape and arguably a hat, Barbara Gordon does not
have a hat. No,
I mean, maybe she owns one, but
we've never seen her wear a hat. I don't know what the question is. You got it. You'll figure it out unknown. This is from Grant Douglas. Hey, Brian.
Hi.
As someone who was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome when he was just 7 years old,
hey,
I would like to formally extend a warm welcome to one of the most flexible clubs in the world, You Laugh Track.
I hate it.
You can look forward to slowly realizing most of the medical issues you've had throughout your life were probably related to EDS and you never even knew it.
Yeah,
also, Brian,
I'm getting to that.
Have you seen any of the stuff floating around in the Gravity Falls fandom? A new official tie-in book was released called The Book of Bill, penned by Alex Hirsch himself.
Yes!
Apparently, it's more than meets the eye, and there are tons of YouTube videos talking about it if you want more info. Very interesting stuff, possibly hinting at the show's return, but don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, I did see, I actually meant to, I saw it before it came out that it was coming out, and I was reading all the interviews with Alex, and was just like, oh shit. Also remembering that I need to, and I didn't on this freaking road trip that I was on, I think it's going to close, stop by the Oregon Vortex.
Oh, right.
Where
yeah.
the actual Bill
Cypher stuff.
Yeah, the Bill Cypher statue is like hidden in the woods over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sorry to hear that. I wish we weren't in such a flexi club, but alas.
This is the club you don't want to be.
Kinda, yeah.
He said, that's all I had to say this week. James, you're here. You're actually the one reading this out loud. Right. DCAU. I shouldn't use my Yoppie Mail just to parasocially talk to Brian. Thanks.
I think that's the worst thing about getting off of Instagram is like not actually just like having random conversations with listeners. Here we go. Yeah. Jamie, you don't have enough going on. We're going to have a Discord channel and we're going to get a couple of moderators that we can trust. And I will only check it after like 11 p.m.
They've deleted all spoilers.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's even like safe enough.
No, I know.
Kevin Sanchez, love is a Waylon. Hi, Babyface and Drock. Last week I asked if you guys watched with subtitles on. This episode was the reason. At one point early on, someone in the crowd outside the courthouse says bastard, and it's hard to notice without the subtitles. You can barely hear it, but it's there.
What?
I think they said monster. I mean, the subtitles aren't always right, but if they did say bastard, cool.
Well, I got to go back and listen to it.
Yeah. This episode is odd. I have been watching along, and during I try to see if Brian will like or hate it.
You're not the only one.
Me too.
There needs to be a Yoppie Dudes channel just about if Brian's going to like or hate the next episode.
Most of the time, as we know what the next episode's coming up, the Jump on the Bat-Wagon channel, there's a handful of people being like, oh, well, I already know, like, Brian's not going to like this one or whatever. Like, how much do we think Brian will hate this? You know?
I'm trying. I'm trying not to be such a bitter asshole.
And if we've already recorded and they're having that conversation, I'll usually just react with the like big sideways looking eyeball emoji if they get something right about what you didn't like.
You'll have to bring in that emoji, the reaction in the.
Oh, it's in there. I put it in there too.
Oh,
the
really?
One of you in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. When Batman and Batgirl go to stop them from blowing up Gotham, Croc decides it's better to fight with Batman instead of telling him how he was tricked into dying. He tries to. Batman just kicks him in the face like, you must not be telling the truth.
That was the dumbest. That was maybe one of the most upsetting things about the episode. Was just like,
she's crazy. She's gonna kill us all.
He like knocks him unconscious. The one guy who's like, she's been pulling levers over there, which somehow like Batman guesses. I don't know.
Yeah. I did really like that little like Sonic glass breaky thing though.
That
it was a
cool.
Good little entrance for them. Yeah.
It's just kind of strange that they like licensed the imagery of Sonic the Hedgehog though.
For the listeners' sake, I made Brian repeat that joke because he crackled during the first one, so I had to make sure I laughed at it.
And I honestly don't remember exactly what I said the first time.
You kind of got it.
Yay.
Why is Batgirl in more of these episodes than Robin? Good question. Yop on or yop off this Croc KS. Sent from my bootleg iPhone 1080. Why is the battery at 140%? Oh God, it's on fire now. Kyle. Dog.
Those
Kyle.
are dogs.
Mr. Strecker and Mr. Manili. In
Hello.
reference to what I asked last week, if you could go to any band or recording artist live or dead, who would it be? Stay yoppy, Kyle. P.S. I'm drinking a yop while writing this email.
My man.
Good.
Tom Waits or Aesop Rock? Two people who both like never perform. I live like 2 hours from Aesop Rock apparently, and
what's the Fireflies guy?
Owl City?
Would not be, yeah. Not
Keen?
That's not my answer, but it's for Keen. Yeah. And Keen's mad that I forgot his name. Anyway, this is the voice message.
Love is a Croc, or alternatively titled, Thank God Baby Doll Doesn't Call Killer Croc Daddy, perhaps? I think this episode is fun. It has an interesting dynamic, the duality of the two characters. As I was watching this episode, I pictured Brian reacting to Killer Croc's reveal as in, what is that and what happened to him? Mm-hmm. Another example of the art design going significantly in an alternative direction. And he definitely has more strength. He eats a batarang. And did anybody else react to when Killer Croc was pushing Batman's head towards the turbine and his ears scraped up against it? Did anyone else think it should have been cloth fabric and they would have been ripped off?
Yeah.
And how funny that would have looked with Bruce just having these two holes at the side of his head, kind of like Regina George's bra in Mean Girls. Anyways, that's my thoughts. Stay yoppy, dudes. Peace out from the Canadian.
I do like that now. Now I wish it was that, but I did think that when because like. Yeah, we had whatever episode that was where Rupert Thorne was the bad guy and he had a big medical laser that the guy was shooting at him. Do you remember this vaguely? Mm-hmm. And he shoots one of Batman's ears off and it's like dangling off the side of his head and it's clearly like flapping like a piece of cloth. I don't know how.
Yeah, but that was the old design.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, and then maybe that should up his usefulness slightly that he made improvements or just he has metal ears now or something. But,
he's got some seriously intense boning in his cowl.
Yeah, he's got a seriously intense boning. You're right. Scarlet.
Is that what you're going to call this episode?
Seriously intense boning. All the way in this.
Everyone's going to, knowing the context of the episode, see the subtitle, a seriously intense boning, and just go, no way.
Scarlet 1, love is a boat shoe.
Dogs barking.
They sure are. Do you need to attend to that? Or
maybe.
Not?
I'm going to go close the windows.
Okay.
They bark less.
I'm a big, strong man.
This is a little bit more of a lap dog than last time.
Look at how cute he is, though.
You got a bitly bigger than you did before than you were before.
He's got his little toe. Oh God. I'm just gonna hold him here for a bit.
Brian, speed round editing.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
this is Scarlois. Go.
Hello, listener, and welcome back to Jump on the Mechanic Wagon. I'm your host, Scarlowy1. In this episode, I will tell you about Season 1, Episode 13 of the New Earl Adventures, First Love.
Oh, good.
Earl was talking to Killer Croc. Have I ever told you the story of my first love? No. Can I hear it? When I was 16 years old, I met her. She was a bit old, but she had an amazing body, a sizable trunk, if you know what I mean, and I could ride her for hours.
Oh my God.
You're talking about a car,
God
aren't
damn
you?
it.
What did you think I was talking about? Fuck you, Earl. The end. In a tie-in comic, we learned that the car was a 1953 Thunderbird and that her name was Mabel. Anyway, see you next week. Same TV time, same poo-poo channel.
Oh, there's a Earl Adventures tie-in comic as well. That'd be cool.
I would. That's a good car.
It expands the lore, but only one issue is official canon. Yeah.
You drive a car. You don't ride a car. You like drive a or you
it
ride
came
a bike.
across well enough. I liked it. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I also like the fuck you Earl part. That was cool.
Me too.
This is from Ryan Hip. Hello, Ryan Hip. He says, I don't know why he addressed himself. He says, whoa, catch that buzz. Love is the croc that I'm thinking of. And I wish I got any of Ryan's music references. Maybe I do sometimes.
Wait, what did you say?
Whoa, catch that buzz. Love is the croc that I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know it.
So if I knew the tune. He says, man, Nick at Night will run anything these days. Happy 1 year hip-iversary. Yeah.
What?
It was the like 5 days ago, 6-7 days ago at this point, but it was the first time he wrote in was a year ago. My, how time has flown.
Yeah.
Here it is, his voice message.
Teletubbies, say hello. Uh-oh. No, I said say hello, you fucking blither. Get that peaky blinder, penny dreadful, cheeky bastard, rubbish boggery out of my TARDIS, you twat wanker. God save the Queen and all that chim-chim-charoo. Tubby Custard. It's everybody's favorite. Look, I don't think there are any bad new Batman Adventures episodes. I think this one is just fine. If you think it sucks ass, whatever, but at least they went weird with this show, man. Baby Doll hooks up with Killer Croc. Mr. Freeze is a fucking spiderhead. Bruce Timm publicly works out his weird, misguided, irrational hatred for Britney Spears. Leave Britney alone. And Batman guest stars on a magical girl anime. Why not, man? Why not? That's the title. Anyway, I need to pick up a side gig to help pay for the legal bills. Bye.
Here, avast ye matey. Here.
No, that's not how a Yopton does it. Yes, for Edward Thatch, and they send you discount Hank Azaria.
Yeah, back to the perfume department. Here.
Outrageous.
My goodness. Sometimes I really am just having a fever dream. And I just kind of stare blankly as these happen.
You know what, though?
Good Lord.
Ryan's got a point.
What, the chimchurri TARDIS
No,
shit?
not that part. I don't know what that was
about.
about.
What does that have to do with the episode? Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? Why not? Maybe that's that's the mentality that I need to like latch
I suppose
on to.
so. Yeah. Another episode's being so random, LOL random, you know?
Lolcat random.
Yeah. You do that little emojis faces.
Yeah, I do that. I do like emoticons because
you sure do. You remember when they were called emoticons? Those were the days.
Whoops.
We're old.
Are they not anymore?
I believe an emoticon is the like.
I believe in emoticon.
I believe in emoticon.
It's about that time.
Song. I think emoticons are the ones that are made purely of punctuation, like sideways smiley face, and then emojis are the ones that are actual images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what we were talking about? Am I too old to remember when we started that
Who
sentence?
Knows? Me neither. All right, moving on. Michelle Salerno, Love is a Croc. And also there's a meme that is this love? It says.
Oh my God. And it's got like the shoe, a croc.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Jonas and brothers. To be honest, I'm not sure if this or Over the Edge is more psychologically fucked up. This episode was pretty good until the end when Doll was just like delusional and learned nothing from that whole experience. I mean, the first Baby Doll episode was so good and emotional, and I honestly love her character, but this episode did her no justice. Seriously, I didn't need to know that she's into age play. And can we talk about Killer Croc? How he suddenly went from, I threw a rock at him, to an abusive hunk. I mean, I shouldn't be into that, but my girl brain falls for it every time. I have a problem. Also, normal people have home security. Mary Doll nukes her house along with the intruders. That's why you don't mess with crazy women, because if you cheat on them, they'll make another Chernobyl. Also, I didn't talk about Batman because he's not super relevant here, but he was eye candy the whole episode. I rate this episode 7 out of 10 dickwads named Harry getting what they deserve. Yap till you drop.
Oh my God.
7 out of 10 dickwads. I'm not sure.
Is that good or bad though? Yeah.
We have a new review on Apple Podcasts.
Woo!
It just says Yoppie 5 stars. Great, very funny, and totally yoppy. From BatBear2990. Thank you so much.
Love it.
In Ireland. Holy shit.
But where
That's
in
cool.
Ireland?
I don't know.
I miss it.
Ireland.
I miss it a lot. I know it's not that big.
Can I clip that out and just use that for something?
Absolutely.
After the boning. Jordan Newman, GCN Musical Moment. The baby doll one that I wish I hadn't watched, it says.
You're listening to GCN, Gotham City News with Jack Ryder.
Yes.
Tonight's top story, Baby Doll tried to set off a nuclear explosion in Gotham. God, she creeps me out. Are nuclear explosions just the new thing now? Is that just because someone set one off near Metropolis like 2 months ago? Is that just, do we need a nuclear explosion watch every day? Is that how badly things have escalated now? Okay. Now over to the music. Still not sure if Killer Croc has a leitmotif. I don't think so. Baby Doll definitely does, and it showed up in this episode a lot. And, I like it. It's real uplifting until you play it in a creepy way, and I think that that's a really good way to use it. Never apologize for loving your fandom, and try to stay optimistic.
Yeah, the baby doll TV show theme or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool way to do it.
I think it was Jordan that had said in the Discord that he hadn't watched the episode in like 16 years or something. And then he was like, and I really don't want to, but I want to send in mail. So so sorry, Jordan.
Be the longest 20 minutes of your life, Jordan.
It did feel really long. There were parts where I was just like, when we reached the top of Act 3 or whatever of Torch Song, where we're just like, boy, I don't want to be watching this anymore. I was getting there with this one, just because it felt, for some reason, it just felt like, I don't go out of my way to watch this episode. So why am I watching it now? Oh, because I have to. Brian has to watch all of these, so sorry about that.
Hey, at least I don't know what's coming.
True. Baby Doll wasn't. We talked about that. Love is a Croc from True Score, or Croc is Love, Croc is Life. Jimothy and Brimothy. Love is a Croc is just an episode. It's like Torch Song where it's mid. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I just think it's a nothing episode. But who asked for this team up? Just feels random and odd. And then goes off the rails with a random nuclear power plant. Like, huh? I don't know. Just an oddball episode right after another odd one. I guess we'll have to see if the trend continues. Here's what was said. Oh, God, that guy deserves being slammed in a book.
Yes.
That's why it was books. You old bag of gas, huh? That was a good insult. Yeah. Kind of a fun fight, but why is Croc running at 2 miles an hour and Batman kicking at 30 miles an hour?
Good questions.
Baby Doll is on all fours. Superman cameo, let's go. I miss old hit him with a rock Croc, though. Yep. This seems a bit toxic, like they should go to therapy. Luckily, I know a therapist named Harleen. No one noticed a giant green reptile man and an oddly small grown woman. Yeah, so he said, I want a Baby Doll and Toy Man team up. I feel like they'd be a better couple.
Oh, interesting.
And that's assault. She just jumped on his junk to wake him up. Rude. Batman isn't a detective. He just picks up papers and says, ah, yes, this location. Yeah, he's been doing that since day one. Yeah. How tough are Batman's bat ears, bruh? Wow, the definition of what the fuck did I just watch. Till next time, Brody, sent on my little gun with green vial that either sedates or electrocutes big Crocs. We really don't know. Hell, it could kill them. Yeah, I didn't know what that gun thing was that Batman dropped that she picked up. I was like, I guess he has also tranquilizer.
I thought it was the same. It was the same colored thing. And then, fucking,
Yeah.
I don't, whatever.
Who knows? Tipped apricot. Contemplations of Love is a Croc. Sent from my iPhone that goes squeak, squeak, giggle, laugh track, Looney Tunes, wiggle sound, boom when you squeeze it.
Someone remix that, please.
Alrighty, here's Contemplations on Love as a Croc, recorded in my work bathroom because I forgot to do it earlier. So I actually don't think this episode is that bad. Like, I was expecting it to be super cringy when I rewatched it, and then I was like, this is actually pretty good. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's the best, but I think it's a really interesting expansion on Baby Doll as a character. One, she was completely justified at the start by beating up that guy in the hotel. Fuck that guy. That was, like, really uncomfortable to watch. But also it was kind of cool to see her trying to live that normal life, like hear her talking in her normal voice and just trying to be the woman that she is, but then still just the way that she's treated just pushes her to that breaking point over and over, and you can see that she just isn't stable and has not been given the support that she needs and deserves, and then just sort of projecting that onto Croc and like making that one-sided connection to him when he didn't care for her at all in the reverse, to like the point that she was ready to just like kill herself and everybody because it wasn't getting better. I also think it's interesting because she's infantilized in world, but also kind of still as a character. Like they still have her talk in the baby voice and everything. I don't know. It's weird. A good episode though.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. I was just listening to the music in Attention Service Department 200. You know, it used to be 201. I don't know why they changed it. You noticed that?
No.
In Safeway, Attention Service Department 201. And now it goes 200. Why'd they change it? Why'd the code different now?
I don't know. I don't tend to go to Safeway.
I know a lot more about grocery stores than you do, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
I noticed, Tip Apricot, that 40 of your 60 seconds were talking about the first, 40 seconds of the episode. So that's much like we fully agree with what you were saying there, but then it didn't really expand like it could have, I guess.
Wow, what the fuck, Jamie? You mean the episode?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Keen Machine, Love is a Croc. Greetings, James and Brian. The title of this episode sounds like a marketing campaign for rubber shoes. I wish it was that and not this. Keep it keen, Keen Machine.
Crocky Wackles!
Oh,
I mean, what else is there to say about this episode?
Yep.
Keep it keen.
That's it. 6 seconds.
Really?
Very nice.
Oh my God, amazing.
Do some comments here before we go. This is comments on last episode, Torch Song, or I Just Don't Wanna. But here were the other options I wrote down. From starting at the top here, I got Dat Cass, Firefly is after Dat Cass, Fry Sauce in a Warehouse, I Just Don't Wanna. I've never liked it. I didn't like it again this time. We flicked the frrrr. This isn't Memento. Kids be lighting shit on fire, I guess. And guy who has a boner and is mad. So I didn't make that one boner related. Maybe this one is. Who knows? This is from Scrudge.
Scrudge.
I feel like there was a real missed opportunity for a Simpsons reference in Love is a Croc. During the finale at the nuclear power plant, I kept picturing a cutaway to a DCAU style Homer just being oblivious to the whole thing.
Yeah, pressing like the mute button, eating a donut.
Yeah. Yeah. Euphonium Star Damage Report for Torch Song. Stage, guitar, drums, keyboard, curtains, Cassidy sign, apartment door, letter, glass display cases, Elvis outfit, wooden tables and floor, big guitar, door, ceiling, fireflies, gun, skylight, bat claw line, awning, the entire warehouse, doors, Batgirl's arm, block of ice, table, floor, lots of pipes, Mephisto Paint Company factory exploded. Exploded, sorry.
Thank you.
Charles Motosierra. So it is heavily implied those women with Croc are sex workers, which indicates Croc is sexually capable. Now, male crocodiles have genital organs, which are hidden inside their cloacas most of the time. This seems to be coherent with other versions of Crocs where we see his pelvis and there's nothing there. Arkham Knight, for example. In the DCAU, as well as other versions, Croc's condition is seemingly limited to his skin and maybe strength, teeth, and holding down breath for very long. And as such, it would be fair to assume he has a human genitalia covered in reptilian skin. So how scaly is Croc's cock? Is it bigger than a normal dick, reflecting his overall body scale? Is he... I don't want to read this. These are questions that shall be left unanswered to our generation, sadly. I will not apologize for pursuing scientific knowledge. Thank you. I mean, we've talked about whether Two-Face has like a split in half blue cock, so I guess we could talk about Crocs.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's got a killer cock.
I don't know. There's just so much to unpack with that, and I don't think I want to.
Jeff Britches. Yeah, Torch Song sucks. Good thing we've got Love is a Croc next. I'm sure that'll really cleanse the palate. Nothing weird there. Ryan Light? Is this maybe a new one? In the Brazilian dub of this episode, Barbara doesn't say pinky at the end of her line. So just the same thing we do every night, which just makes the scene a lot more awkward, honestly.
Oh my God.
What are you doing tonight? The same thing we do every night. What?
Sex.
Oh, Banana Man says okay. Yay! Holy shit. Welcome back, man.
Oh my
Banana
God.
Man.
Wow. I'm so happy. I was so miserable. Now I'm so happy.
There's a Banana Man. The Thomas the Train Fan 645. You gonna watch Gotham Girls?
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. Can you do just over this one? No, I don't want to give you more work.
What?
I'm just gonna imagine the Thomas. Yeah, the Notorious B.I.G. Thomas the Tank.
Oh yeah,
crossover. I'm just gonna
Yes,
imagine that in my head while you're reading this.
Okay, cool. Last verse we have Mark Aquino. Love is a crock, or more like this episode was a crock. Hey, someone else made that joke already, buddy. Get with the fucking... Come on. Why didn't you read everyone else's mail? Remember how great the Baby Doll episode was? Apparently the producers forgot because holy shit, this episode was a chore and managed to ruin not one but two great villains. The redesign for Baby Doll is fine. We, of course, got a redesign for Killer Croc, as I call him now, Green Voldemort.
Oh my God!
His TNBA design looks more like how the lizard looks in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, I guess he does. Giving Baby and Croc a Joker-Harley Quinn relationship was a really strange choice. Add to that all the babyisms in the dialogue and the noticeable size difference between the two of them. You. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, play it during this.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about it. Understatement of the goddamn century, Batman. The only thing I found amusing was in one of the newspapers, Croc was showing Baby. There was a headline that said, Bruce Timm, DVDs are the new 8-track. But that bit I thought was funny, but oh man, this was bad. Did I mention that I don't like this episode? Because I really don't like this episode. This is easily the worst of TNBA I've seen in this rewatch. Honestly, I think this is worse than Torch Song. Way worse. Bob's Biggest Bear Hugs, the #1 podcast host in this here multiverse of ours, Jimmy Kimmel and Butt Chug.
I am
Praise to
definitely
our Lord
Butt
and
Chug.
Savior, Dylan Pollock. Yeah, of course. You're not Jimmy Kimmel. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. Remember to tell Gab that she rules. Likewise, all his loyal disciples, all the names. You're the absolute best. Don't you ever forget that. I miss Metropolis. Hey, Brian, remember when we watched Superman episodes? No, me neither.
Yeah.
Till next week, smoke bomb that'll be blown up by a big old whoosh because I just flew away, baby. Okay, no more copyright.
I mean, I feel like that in itself would have been copyright. 13 million views.
Hell yeah.
Rightfully so.
I put up a TikTok that you can't watch because it's insanely spoilery, and it already has, let me check the current numbers.
Okay.
245,000 views in just the last day since I put it up.
Holy shit, dude.
So that's pretty cool. That's it. I'll tell you the name of the next episode. You try to guess what it's about, yeah?
Fuck
it's
yeah,
called
man.
The Ultimate Thrill. Is it Batman or Superman?
It was almost a month since our last episode.
Superman?
Right? Didn't you say this was like 3 weeks? The episode we just watched, wasn't it like 3 weeks after the last one?
Yeah. Will it help you if I tell you how far away this one was from the one we just watched?
Oh, I'm just trying to gauge like where we would be in time.
Oh, this one's 2 months later.
Superman.
Nope, Batman.
Fuck yeah.
The Ultimate Thrill. What do you think it's about? Remember, this is the horniest podcast, so it could go any direction.
Oh, Batman goes to the bait shop.
Oh no!
I'm gonna guess it's.
He's already there when he's got Batgirl with him all the time.
I'm gonna guess it's one of those like the most dangerous game is hunting man kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So like someone's gonna be hunting Batman.
No one's
For
hunting
sport.
Batman, but you're on the right track with the like, this is what life's all about kind of shit like that. Like, you're in the ballpark-ish. You're in the parking lot of the ballpark.
Hell yeah. Can I just cut it there?
Yeah, that's good. That's close enough. I'll give you baseball metaphors every time from now on.
Okay, deal.
I'm bats, pants. There's pants in baseball, right? I don't know.
Is there an umpire?
I want to go to a baseball game. I haven't been in a long time.
I don't, but we should go.
You don't? Why not?
We should go to an Emeralds game.
Aren't you a man?
Not really.
You mean a big bus is the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah. That's the end. We have 13 episodes of Superman left, 11 episodes of Batman left, 15 episodes of the podcast till we start our new show.
Are you excited?
Baby. I am excited.
Yay.
I think I don't want to say anything. I don't want to change any minds about anything. I am excited for the next show to start. I'll just say this now for those listening, so I don't have to announce it later. If you've made it to the end of the episode, we're not doing an episode next week. Sorry. Wah, 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 wah. Where'd the button go? It's just somewhere around here. Oh, we're in the wrong key completely. But yeah, I'm going to Hawaii for a week. Fuck off. I'm not doing a podcast. Sorry.
I'm upset. Listener, thank you. Thank you for joining in the speed run.
Yes. And thank you for, this is under 2 hours. So it's great.
Amazing.
That's what we like to see.
We do like to see
Not
it.
3, not 2, but under 2. The ultimate thrill, you might say.
Bye, listener.
Happy whatever's happening in your life that's happy.
I love that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, bye.
Croc! Don't!
You shouldn't have done it, Crocky. You shouldn't have made Baby angry. We could have been so happy and lived happily ever after, just like on TV.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted by the Watchtower database. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for DC Animated Universe videos on a regular basis. This podcast is edited and produced by yours truly, James Strecker. Musical themes by Kimmy, Cooney Phoenix, Viltsu, Eric LeBeau, Jordan Blumen, my mother, and of course, my smooth co-host, Brian, Brother Broderick Meneely. To buy us a Yoppie beverage and hear your name read in a future episode, or to nab yourself a Yoppie Dude t-shirt, please visit the links in today's show notes. Thank you for supporting the show. You can hear more on today's DCAU episode by checking out our friends over on the DCAU Review and Timm Talk podcasts. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice. You'll damn well hear it read on the show. If you'd like to reach out to us like the fire hand at the end of World's Finest Part 3, you can email batwagonpod@gmail.com or leave a comment on the Podtower. New episodes of Jump on the Bat-Wagon are released Fridays on all your favorite podcast feeds and watchtowerdatabase.com. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.